$12.94.
Excuse me?
I'm just kidding.
$12.94.
But actually, the
That
real
was such a nice way of saying.
the investment for your conference, if you want to write it in down at the bottom, it's just $3.99. And so, is it worth $3.99? I'm not going to debate that with you guys. I'm totally biased. I think it is. But I did want to ask in here, who in here learned something brand new today?
Oh.
Yeah. And was anyone in here maybe reminded of some stuff that you used to do that you might not have done in a while? And so I don't know how much you guys make on an average transaction, but I know if you picked up some things that helped you close one more deal, it wouldn't take long to recover that. And actually, I wanted to bring Tori up in just a second just to share his thoughts with you about today and what he believes about this. But before I do that, grab this out. And who in here, just for me, is just open-minded, just kind of considering maybe going through that? Cool. Awesome, 8 of you. And so I wanted it in the top right, next to where it says Seminar Investment, I want you to write in $4.99. Teresa's like, Jen, that's the wrong way. You're supposed to go down. But $4.99, that's actually the cost for VIP. And about 20% of the conference people that go will go VIP. And what that means is you get into the conference early, you get reserved upfront seating in the first 5 rows of the conference, you get a table to take your notes on, you get a special networking green room that you can use. But the biggest reason people go VIP is you get food. You get breakfast, you get to eat lunch with the speakers, and you get snacks throughout the day. But if you don't want to go VIP, if you'd rather go general, mark that out, just mark through it, next to total, write in $3.99. And so I wanted to bring to the stage your fearless leader, just to have him share his thoughts with you about today, what he feels about this, and then after that, share something special we put together for you guys. So,
real quick, what are the follow-ups?
you get weekly audio trainings. Okay. It'll be like a 10-minute audio training sent to your email and monthly conference calls. And also me, we have thousands and thousands of things archived, so if you ever need help with anything, call me and I'll send you some good stuff on it. So I make friends all over the world. But,
Hard to believe.
Yeah, it's tough, huh? But I actually just want to bring Tori to the stage, have him share his thoughts about today. So welcome to the stage, Tori Graham!
Yay, Tori!
Motivating, would everybody agree?
Oh, yeah.
Learn something, very nice. I will say this, when I started in real estate, I didn't know anything about selling real estate. Just got out of college and didn't know how to write contracts, didn't know how to prospect, didn't know much about anything. And it was through making mistakes that I learned how to sell real estate. And finally I went to a class called Sweat Hogs, Floyd Wickman.
Yeah.
And I took Floyd Wickman's class, and he taught me the words that I use today on how to sell, how to get people to do things. And so I did really well in that class, Sweat Hogs, and because they hold you accountable. You're supposed to make 100 calls a week, and you have to go on a certain number of appointments, and it's all about accountability. So when you're held accountable and you do what you're supposed to do, then because you have to meet your team leader and you got to say what you did, what you got accomplished, you're going to probably spend a little bit more time doing it. Doing what you're supposed to do because you got accountability. Because you're a part of a group, and your group is supposed to beat the other group, and you're not going to win if you're not doing your part. Okay? And I say this, Floyd had tapes that I listened to. So I would go on trips and I would listen to my tapes. And I'd listen to those tapes, and then I would go and I'd do presentations for other companies and tell them what I knew how to do. And that was list properties. You go in, you talk to people. It's a simple approach. And whoever's been on an appointment with me knows that I generally are pretty good at getting people to sign the listing agreement or write the contract. But it was the process of going through those tapes, listening to them over and over again, that honed my skills. So that I can, when somebody gives me an objection, I pull out the old objection handling technique that I've learned back in the day, and then utilize that technique to get to where I want to be. Anytime you spend time honing your skills, going to these events like this where you have excellent speakers that get your attention, and you do the things that they tell you, you're going to improve. You're going to improve your business. You're going to make money if you apply. You can go to this thing, and if you don't apply what they teach you, you're going to come out with a whole lot of nothing. But if you go and apply, use the things that they teach you, you're going to get your money back and more. So that's all I got to say about that.
That's
Okay?
awesome. And I wanted to say thank you because Tori's right. I did hound him on the phone, and and Kent and Brad and just these guys. It was really cool. Tori said something to me the first time we talked that really stood out. He said, "You know what, Jennifer? If it's going to help my people, I'm all for it." And it was really cool because I work with a lot of different real estate groups, and you don't see that a lot. You don't see that taking that time to invest in your people and be here, and just that heart for their for the growth of the agents they work with. And so I want to say, let's give a round of applause to Tori.
And let's give a round of applause to Jennifer.
Yeah.
He also, after that, he threw me down on the ground and kicked me around a little bit and said, I want a better deal for my people. What can you do for me? I'm just kidding. He didn't do that. But there is one of those. It's funny. I always get asked at this point, Kathy Kaler. I keep saying her name wrong. She was the one, she stood up and she was like, what's our deal? What can we get? What's our today only deal? And there is one of those things where if you extend me the courtesy and sign up today, we'll also knock another $100 off the price. So instead of $3.99, you'd get to go for $2.99, and VIP you'd get to go for $3.99. And so it was funny. Kathy is the one that would kick you around on the ground, right?
Yeah, oh, she would, with pointy shoes.
But
does anybody work with her? Anybody know?
She's awesome.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to walk you guys through this because it looks really easy, but you'd be
Edit
surprised.
Yeah, I made a mental note. 5622.
I have at least one edit a week, so
Yeah. Thanks for that, Corey.
But down at the bottom on the right, next to where it says mail to, this is the easy part. Next to name, just put your name. If you don't know it, you could ask a neighbor. And then underneath that, next to Weichert, or right in Weichert, but then put TG next to Weichert because we're working with all the different groups, so we know which office we were in. And then next to address, this isn't the company's address, it's just your personal address for billing purposes. And then next to email, don't worry, we're not going to spam you, but this is how we send you the ongoing training, which starts now, so you guys get more than 6 months of it, and also how we send you all your registration information. And then down at the bottom next to event location, put a big 22, so know which one you're coming to. And then on the
A 20?
a 22 for the date, the
22,
22nd.
No.
And then on the bottom left, you guys are just saving me time here, but if you would put Jennifer next to ticket sold by. And then right above that where there's a spot for 2 phone numbers, but just put 1, and it's just in case I can't read your handwriting or the email bounces
Where's
back.
that, Jennifer? Where?
On the bottom left, next to where it says ticket sold by. And then next to where it says card holder signature, if you want to go general admission, put $2.99, and if you want to go VIP, put $3.99. And also if you need a payment plan or something like that, just put a PP next to the number. So next to where it says card holder signature, right here above phone number, put $2.99 for general and $3.99 for VIP. Or if you need a payment plan, just put PP, and I can talk to you about that afterwards. And I'm pleased to announce we take all major forms of credit card except for Chevron and Enron. And I really need a new joke to go here if somebody knows a good one. Or cash and check, but if you pay with cash, I want to see a couple forms of ID.